Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber and KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.
Welcome into Madison County Sports Night Live for Tuesday, April the 11th. Hope you're having a good night out there. We got a bunch of stuff to get to. That's why it's almost 11 o'clock, and we ain't done this yet because there's a lot to get to. So very busy day here in Madison County. There's a lot of stuff to get to, but this afternoon we got word that Steve Wright was going to be named the new head basketball coach at boys basketball coach at Madison Southern. This is as someone down at Southern told me yesterday, this was the worst kept secret in the county, and I think that probably was true. I think there was a little issue getting some contract stuff settled up, but the two sides finally came to an agreement, and Steve Wright will take over, be the third coach in 3 years for the Eagles. 45 years of experience, 749 wins, just 279 losses. Coached at Walton, Verona, Southwestern, Montgomery County, and then, of course, in 2005, led South Laurel to a state championship. So Madison Southern getting a good one as Steve Wright is the new coach down at Madison Southern, not Madison Central. Randy, you put the wrong logo up there. You're going to make people mad if you do that.
Oh, sorry.
Madison Southern, folks. Madison Southern. It is very late. It's my fault. It's all right. So hopefully we get a chance to talk to Steve pretty soon, and we'll maybe get him on the show and talk to him about taking over at Madison Southern. So on to some other things. Madison Central football starts spring practice next week. I had a chance this afternoon. I was going to be at Central anyway for the tennis and for the track. And so I had a chance to buzzed up Coach William Blair. I said, hey, can we come by and have a little chat? And he said, sure. So we came on. I went on over. We talked about the new coaching, some of the new additions to his coaching staff, the quarterback competition, all kinds of stuff. And if you go to our Facebook page, there is a long, about 8.5-minute video with Coach Blair. On our Twitter page is a much shorter video. Twitter, you can't get, don't have quite as much space to put stuff up on Twitter, so the videos are limited to about 2.5 minutes. So there's a shorter version on Twitter, but we're going to show you the shorter version because we got a whole bunch of stuff to get to here. But me and Coach Blair talk a lot about the new offensive coordinator who's coming in, Tyler Mattingly. He was the offensive coordinator at South Warren 2 years ago when South Warren won the state championship, the Class 5A state championship. So he's a young guy, just the early 30s, coming in, and he likes to just like Coach Holcomb likes to, kind of spread the ball around, throw the ball a lot, but not quite in the same style of Coach Holcomb. But here's what Coach William Blair had to say about the opening of spring practice and the addition of Tyler Mattingly. We're here at Madison Central High School with head football coach William Blair, and spring practice starts April 17th. They'll run through May 5th. The Indians will get 15 days to get 10 practices in. Coach Blair, thanks for taking some time to talk to us.
Oh, it's great. Great to have you come out this spring.
All right. Well, you got pretty much all your coaching staff finalized, and that's kind of the thing we wanted to highlight today. So we want to kind of take us your first year as a head coach, assembling a new staff here. I'm sure some new faces and some not so familiar faces as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of carryover from last year. We had a good nucleus of guys here, and with Coach Holcomb leaving, he was the offense coordinator, and that was the big one, finding an offense coordinator, and that was went through a few people and had a lot of conversations, and a lot of guys that I'd looked towards took actually head coaching jobs elsewhere, and which is good. I mean, they're top notch. But we've hired Tyler Mattingly. Tyler's a enthusiastic coach, very knowledgeable. He cut his teeth with his dad up at Central Hardin, and then he went down to South Warren for a few years and coached down there, and he was offense coordinator there. Won a state championship with them.
2021, yeah.
Yep.
2 years ago.
Yep. They won. They beat Frederick Douglass, and so he's bringing that style of offense here with a strong running game, being physical, and testing people vertically on a passing game. So it's pretty well rounded, and I think that suits what we do. And he's super organized in the way he facilitates practice and getting lots of people involved at a time. So he's installing the week before we go into spring break, so the kids are familiar with it. But so far, that's been really positive with the kids, and excited for Tyler. I think he's going to do a great job.
Well, you were the DC. All right. Well, Coach Mattingly will be, I think, at Central tomorrow, he said, to start installing the new offense and getting the guys ready for that as they head into the first week of spring practice, which will be next week. So welcome to Madison County, Coach Mattingly. So moving on, high school softball tonight, we had two local teams in action, and happy to report both of them picked up victories in their first action since returning from Florida for spring break. Madison Central goes over to Mercer County and picks up an 8-1 victory. And Andrea Linton, 7 innings pitched, a complete game, 5 hits, 1 run. It was not earned, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. Kirsten Osborne, 2 for 5 with an RBI. Cassidy Hack, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Carly Speakman, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Brooklyn Gilbo, 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Jasmine Kaler walked twice and scored a run. And Olivia Metcalf, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. 9-2 on the season for the Lady Indians. They're back in action Wednesday at home against Scott County. And the Madison Southern Lady Eagles snapped a 6-game losing streak on Tuesday night with a 3-1 win at GRC over in Winchester. Ashlyn Eastep, 1 for 2 with a run scored and a double. Taylor Reeves, 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Chloe Risen, 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI. And Caitlin Baldwin, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Bell Strunk, strong in the circle, complete game victory. Only gave up 3 hits, 1 run, didn't walk anybody, and had 1 strikeout. 6-10 on the season for the Lady Eagles, and they're back in action at home on Thursday against North Laurel as Southern goes to 6-10 on the season now. On the high school baseball side of things, Madison Central was at home tonight versus North Laurel and picked up a big 12-5 win. Braden Hudson with a home run. He was 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Zach Hudson, 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Zach Morgerson, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Hayden Ball, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Trey Hilton, 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, an RBI and a double. Hayden Kane had an RBI and walked a couple of times. Carson Livers, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. And Landon No, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Zach Hudson started with 5 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, and none of those earned. 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. 6-6 on the season for Madison Southern, and they're back in action Thursday at home against East Jessamine. And the Berea Community Baseball team fell to 0-6 on the season with a 15-0 3-inning loss to Frankfort on the road on Tuesday. Pirates did not have a hit, committed 4 errors in this game. Cody Roberts walked twice, and Gavin Lamb walked twice. Billy Strife started and went an inning for the Pirates, who, like I said, 0-6 on the season, and they're back in action tomorrow at home against Paris. Other baseball news, EKU baseball on the road tonight to take on the 12th ranked team in the country, the University of Tennessee, and came up a bit short, 14-2. Colonels dropped to 13-19 on the season. Matthew Carlo, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Will King, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. And Ron Franklin Jr. had a double. A couple of days off before EKU jumps back into ASUN play and take on another ranked team, the 15th ranked Florida Gulf Coast Eagles come into Richmond for a 3-game set, which gets underway Friday at 6 p.m. And as you've seen from some of the pictures we've had up there on the screen, there was an all-comers track meet tonight at Madison Central. Don't have all the results of this yet. I'm going to plow through it here in a minute and get those online. I do have team results, though. In the girls' competition, it was Lexington Catholic picking up the victory with 104 points. Madison Central was second with 96 points, just edging out West Jessamine, who had 95.5 points. On the boys' side, it was Madison Central taking the title with 132.5 points. Bourbon County was next with 113 points, and Madison Southern was third at 107 points. And I'll get some individual results up as soon as I can. And some tennis news from tonight. Also in Richmond, we had Madison Central taking on Scott County, and both the Indians and Lady Indians picking up 4-1 victories. On the singles side, in the girls' competition, Leah Crump and Kara Erdman both picked up victories, and for the doubles teams of Schaefer and Burns, and Barney and Beal also picked up victories. On the boys' side of things, Brian Pruitt and Braden Stam both picked up singles victories, and Chandler Smith and Carpson Herbst picked up doubles victories. The model, I don't have the model results yet, but I do know that they went to Western Hills, and the boys and girls both swept Western Hills 5-0, 5-0 to give model a pair of wins. And also, the Madison Southern tennis team had a very good night as well. They swept Somerset. On the on the girls' side of things, it was Benton and Dewerson picking up 6-0, 6-0 wins. And in the doubles, it was Bingham and Heshamy, and Seals and Green also picking up victories. The Eagles on the boys' side picked up a 3-1 win. Heshemer and Limmer picked up wins. Cassivi and Harris also picked up a doubles win, and Ashton Hazelwood picked up a singles win as well. So there you go. Lots of stuff out there, folks. But I'll get those model results up as well here in a little bit. So try to get as much to you as we can on the day that it happened. There's no need to wait till tomorrow to find out what happened till today. So right, Randy?
Excellent. Hey, you want to see who's watching?
Sure. Is anybody still up this late? Jeez,
Yeah, there's a bunch of Chloe Risen, Kristen Fraley, Tiasha Hayden, Quincy Compton, Luke Prince, Ellen Todd, Jenny Valenciana is watching too.
Cool.
Hello, everybody.
Isn't that cool? When someone we mentioned was watching us, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Chloe Risen.
Cool,
Madison Southern softball. So, hey, we appreciate it. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get some more track results up in a minute. We had a delay out there tonight because the lights wouldn't come on. So.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And actually, one thing I had the video and I haven't gotten around to posting it yet, but one worthy note from that track meet out there. I'm sure there were other worthy notes, but the one I know off the top of my head was that our buddy Wyatt Stewart, the pole vaulter, he set I guess what they call an event record. He went 17 feet in the pole vault, and then he went 17.4. He had 3 shots at 17.8. And almost cleared 17.8. But I have the video of him clearing 17. I just haven't posted it yet. So. Wow. There's been a lot of stuff going on around here.
Nathan said, Wyatt, give me that pole. Let me show you that.
It's amazing. That's why I was telling somebody, we did that little video with him a couple of years ago, and it's just it's amazing. I mean, I would be scared to death to be 17 feet in the air and just flying through the air.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good for me.
That kid is just amazing, and but he just keeps going higher and higher and higher, and who knows where his max out is? But they've had a lot of track meets, but I guess apparently no one at Madison Central for a home meet had ever gone 17, and then he hit 17 and then went 17.4.
Right.
Wow, unbelievable.
I believe I can fly.
He almost did. I mean, the 17.80, he almost cleared that. So I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable the caliber of athletes we have here in this county and what they do. I mean, like I see, Kiara O'Shea was out there tonight, and she didn't compete. I mean, just watching her, and I talked to her mom for a little bit, and they're going to be going to a bunch of other national events coming up, and we're blessed, folks. We're blessed to have this kind of talent around here, and that's why I can sit here every night and talk about all this stuff. I got the easy job. I just tell people what happened. So it's easy. So we're looking ahead to tomorrow real quick before I forget. If I can pull up my schedule here. Softball, you got Nicholas County at Model. Softball, you got Scott County at Central, and a pair of baseball games as well. I guess just one baseball game. You got Bryan Station at Central, and you got Paris at Frankfurt. Or no, Paris at Berea, I do believe. Is that right? Yes, Paris at Berea, yes. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff sometimes, folks. All right, well, that'll wrap it up. We'll be back tomorrow, though. We'll hopefully have some interviews after those games tomorrow night. And once again, appreciate Coach Blair talking with us. And like I said, much 8+ minute video up on our Facebook page if you want to get more about spring practice and the rest of the coaching staff and everything. So we talked quite a bit, and it was good to catch up with him. So
cool.
Sat around there for quite a while afterwards, just chilling and hanging out and talking. So.
Excellent.
So,
fantastic.
All right, well, you remember a couple of weeks ago where Robert Cooksey over at Central, he wanted us to play some Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
We played some Metallica for him. So I'm going to play some Metallica tonight. He didn't request this, but he couldn't get the lights to come on tonight there for a minute. They did finally come on, though. It wasn't his fault. I'm not saying it's his fault.
He's over like.
So we're going to go back to the very first Metallica album, Kill 'Em All. This is a song called Hit the Lights.
Hit the lights.
They came on. It was only a short delay. But it was getting really dark.
Should have done that Fonzie touch. Like.
Yeah. We got him going. It's all right.
Good.
Got a long lead into it. So. It was a fun night out there. There's only about 12 teams out there tonight. But
Really, 12?
Probably better competition, though, with the Lexington Catholic, Lexington Christian were both there, and a bunch of teams. So. But it was another good night, though. So I got a little bit of sun, too, I think.
Jennifer Baugh is watching. Hey, Jennifer.
People just tune in at the end to see what I'm going to play.
Probably. That's probably when they come in.
All right. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote.